If I ask you what is the unit of friction, most of the students reply Newton. Absolutely wrong. Friction is not the physical quantity. It is simply the physical property. Like elasticity, like viscosity, friction is also a property. Because of friction, there would be a force that would be known as frictional force. Frictional force will have the unit. But friction is simple property. How does it arise? Whenever there are two bodies in contact, two bodies in contact, a table and block has been placed over it. Block is there placed over it. See, this is the block. This one. If you try to move the block above the table, mind, if you are taking both together, no question arises for friction. Here, the table is kept stationary and the block is moved above it, then rule of friction comes into play. What is friction? It is the interaction between two bodies in contact when they are having relative velocity with each other, or even they have a tendency of relative velocity. In both the cases, there would be friction. If there is relative velocity in practice or there is tendency of relative velocity. Well, frictional force will be of many types. Firstly, we will study what is static friction. Three types will come across: static, kinetic, and rolling. Static friction will come into play when there is not the actual relative velocity, when there is not the actual motion. There is tendency of relative velocity. Then static friction will arise. Its size or the range shall be from minimum to a maximum value, and this value will depend on the force applied. Static friction is applied because both the bodies are in contact. It will be applied by both on each other. This will come into play till the body starts to move. Actually, this frictional force increases and starts from zero, increases with the applied force, becomes maximum. Maximum static friction is just before the body starts moving. Maximum static friction is also known as limiting friction. For static, we are going to use the term S. Frictional force, if it is static, I would write here F static. This will be proportional to N. What is N? N is the reaction on the body, N. Its weight will act downward, mg, and N, this is upward. Sometimes it is also shown by the letter capital R. This F static becomes equal to mu s into N. This could also be written as, when this is maximum, then only this equation will be applied, because static friction is variable. In this equation, it should be read as maximum static friction, and for maximum static friction, we use the term limiting. So it could be better written as limiting. This is equal to mu s n. If you want to say the static friction, that will be from 0 to maximum. So you can say this is either equal or less than mu s n. Maximum static friction shall be equal to mu s into n. This will be known as coefficient of static friction, and this comes into existence only till the relative motion starts. Before it starts, there will be static friction, and after that we have to see in higher steps.